Do what?
Number 6.
How do you know it's number 6?
Because 4 on that side and 2 on this side. 4 plus 2 is 6.
But which cylinder did you just take it out of?
The second. Or either that or...
Which one?
Second one.
It's actually cylinder number 4.
Okay. Because
But
it's
the
1, 2,
6th
3, 4.
spark plug you can remove.
Because it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who do you appreciate?
Mrhevyshevy!
Did you get it loose?
No.
Huh?
No.
What?
No.
Let me know if you need some help. Get it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're so strong. You got them all out?
Mm-hmm.
What's this one look like? Looks like it ain't been firing. That's what it looks like.
So,
Looks like 6 and 8 weren't firing. 1 through 6 were firing, but not too well. So I think what we need to do next is run through the valve adjustment and see what's up. Yo.
you have a tool that measures or something how tight those rocker arms should be, or how does that work?
Well, what you do is you put it on number 1 top dead center compression. You know how to do that?
I think I did that one time with you, but it was so many years ago I can't really remember.
It was just so many years ago, I just can't possibly
It was when we were
remember.
dating. We're coming up on 20 years of marriage, 25 years together.
What?
Yeah.
No way. What you need is this number 1 cylinder, the piston all the way up, these 2 valves closed with slack on the rocker arms. That's number 1 top dead center compression. When the valves are closed, it's making compression. Right?
Right.
Now I hate to say it, but I think the next problem we're going to have is when I go to put this 5/8 socket on the crank bolt, I'm going to find out that it is stripped. Because it's got these fancy smancy aluminum pulleys on it, and probably the bolt is too short, and it stripped out the end of the crank. But let's see if that's actually the case. Alright, I gave it just a little tweak with a little 3/8 drive ratchet, and it came out in about 2 turns. That leads me to believe that it wasn't in the crank as deep as it needed to be. So
How deep does it need to be?
well, you need to have at least as many threads as the diameter of the bolt, and I think that's a 7/16 diameter bolt, which means it needs to have about 4 threads or so. And if I turned it out a couple turns, that means it only has a couple threads. What?
Does that mean that the bolt is too short?
In this application, yes. Or the pulley is too thick.
And they changed out the pulleys.
Yeah, they
Probably
wanted a
the pulleys
fancy
too thick.
aluminum pulley so it looked good at the good guy's car show. But the
Looking
trouble with
good
this
and
stuff,
running good are 2 different things.
that's right. Sometimes looking good and running good are 2 different things. In the words of the famous, world-renowned Mrhevyshevy. Alright, what I did was I put a thinner washer on the crankshaft bolt. Hopefully it felt good tightening up, so let me see what happens. And it was at Mrshevyshevy's suggestion. Alright, here's what we're fixing to do on Mrshevyshevy's recommendation. She advised that I go over on the shelf and get out the old motor's manual. Huh? Huh? And look up valve adjust hydraulic lifters. right here. And if you read through that, you'll see it says put the engine on number 1, top dead center, compression, and then adjust valves 1, 3, 4, and 8 on the exhaust side, and then intakes 1, 2, 5, and 7. Then turn the engine 180 degrees, which would put the number 1 cylinder back on top, but both valves would not be closed. Right? I'm just trying to remember what you told me. Okay? Okay? And then what you'll do is adjust exhaust 2, 5, 6, and 7. And the intakes 3, 4, 6, and 8. Right?
Right.
Do I got it right?
If that's what the book says.
You're not playing along very good here.
That's right. That's exactly what needs to be done.
That's exactly what you told me, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I told you.
Alright, and I'm a man what does what his wife says. Right?
Right.
Okay. And she said, what she had said was, get this piece of junk running, 'cause I'm tired of seeing it languish around the yard. Making it hard to weedy.
I'm not very attached to this truck.
What?
I'm not attached to this truck.
But somebody could be.
But somebody could be, yes.
This is a nice truck.
It is a nice truck. I'm just...
It's got power windows. Old school 350. Tuber 350. Turbo 350. Too bad it don't go in reverse. But we can fix that.
It'll be a good truck for somebody, just not
Yeah.
us.
That's right. Alright. I almost screwed up a couple times, but Mrhevyshevy got me straightened out. Now we're going to turn the motor over 180 and get the rest of them, which are exhaust 2, 5, 6, and 7, and intake 3, 4, 6, and 8. Right?
Right.
Mrhevyshevy had to take over. I was couldn't get that last spark plug, so she's going to get it for me. Right?
Right.
Say what?
They're all tight.
So we need to put the plug wires on, put the
Yep.
valve covers back on,
Yep.
crank it up and see if it runs like a dream.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's the rocks.
Mrhevyshevy just told me that I gave her too short of bolts for the valve covers. Hope you get that done pretty soon. I'm starting to get tired. I want to go in the house and relax. What?
While you're sitting on the chair looking at your phone.
I think I could pull off this wife stuff. Cook, look at my phone. We're past the diaper stage. I think I could do it. Sleep in,
Whatever.
go grocery shopping, cut the grass. You know, every couple of weeks or so.
Hey, I would do it every week if the lawnmower would run.
It'd be up to you to fix. I was the wife. Do what?
Was that fast enough for you, Mr. Mrhevyshevy?
I guess. I guess now it's time to fire it up and see how it acts. I don't have very high hopes, but let's just see how it acts. I'm gonna open the door. You want to run the camera?
Sure.
Look at this. The battery's dead. These new batteries I bought on eBay are junk.
Because they weren't new, they were used.
No, they were new.
Really?
Yeah, made in China.
Well, there you have it.
On?
Let's see.
You got it on?
Yes. Let's see what it'll do.
little bit better. Kind of smoky. Why is it so smoky?
Not sure.
You didn't let the valve cover gasket slip when you were putting it on, did you?
I don't think so.
I'm encouraged. It sounds better. Except for that exhaust leak. Alright, let me play with it some more. What'd you let it quit for, girl?
Well, I guess I didn't know where to push it on. I was trying to hit this.
On the throttle linkage. Right here. You ramrodded the whole show here and don't know how to rev the motor?
Oh.
What the heck?
Ready?
Yeah. Probably. Go ahead, I'll handle it. Whoa, easy, easy, easy. Just crank it up. Okay. Well, other than the big puddle of oil that is accumulating under it, it sounds a little more promising. Except it ain't got no reverse. Well, I'm a little encouraged. I was ready to throw in the towel yesterday. But I adjusted the valves and put in some new used spark plugs from a $75 350 that I bought yesterday. That was in a box, used, and they're Autolites, which I usually steer away from on GMs, but runs much better. What it had in it was these super spiffy XL shorty header plugs. I ain't never had no luck with those. I'm not sure why. I'm not an expert, but I have used them a few times. Every time I did, didn't have no luck. So take that for what it's worth. She still don't have no reverse. And unless that comes around here pretty quick, I think I'm going to have to take the transmission out. But I may not have to pull the motor. I think I'm going to have to drop the oil pan and reseal the thing where it hits the oil at the timing cover. That's a common mistake. People use the thin one when they should use the thick one, and so on. Rubber seal I'm talking about. Or they just get in there cockeyed, or they cut the tab off the back of the timing cover, or who knows what, but I gotta figure that out. We can't have it leaking a foot diameter circle every time it runs. Alright, let's see how quick it cranks up. It's sat there a minute. I added some more power steering fluid so it quit growling. I ain't found the tack wire yet. Maybe that carb's too big. Nobody home in reverse. Better not run her too much longer, huh? Good grief. This has got me a little nervous. Listen to this noise. Sounds like something loose. Got good oil pressure. Let's pull it in. Else in there. You don't suppose it's out of gas, do you? Maybe out of oil. Heh, it's out of gas. Oh, I've done it again. Well, this is a funny acting old truck, but I'm going to see if I can't make it drive inside. Wasn't running too good either. What's this? 2? Huh. Look at that, oil everywhere. Probably better not rev it up too much till I see how much oil's left in it. Alright, that's it for today. Go to Mrhevyshevy.com and purchase something, please, so I can fix this transmission and heal up the oil leak. You about ready to go in?
I am. What's the result?
Where you been?
I went to pick up our daughter.
Oh, likely story. Well, the results is it still don't run too good. It runs better, but it's the real deal. It's not a one-wheel peel.
Really?
It's got a posi in it, or at least it spun 2 tires just then. After I beat on it pretty hard to get it to start spinning. And then it quit. And then I cranked it up, and drove it in. I don't know. Yeah, I had to